Hello, guys, and welcome to the Pinchmen's Top 25 BirmingLAN Major Players Predictions. I'm joined by Charles, aka Azure,
Hello.
and Fall, and I won't mention their real
Yo.
name due to their age.
Yo.
Thanks for subscribing to Cameron K.
Bash. Why are you not there? I'm leaving TPM. We'll get you in for the next one, bro, because we'll do one for the second major. But this was very last minute, so I apologize. Like, we literally completed this 1v1. Yeah, 1v1 after. Oh, bro, you don't want that smoke. You don't want that. You don't want that.
2k channel points. Wow.
Oh, okay. So honorable mentions. We're gonna go straight into it.
Okay, let's go.
Is players that we thought should be on the list,
I agree, bro.
but didn't quite make it. So, cheese for Charles. Yeah, I like that.
You do more than one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him do 2, so I did 3.
I didn't want to put just one, so 2.
Yeah.
Banana Head Oli. Banana Head, the best in OCE. You don't have Joyo in your top 25.
Nah, bro. I think he didn't perform too well in the first 2. Neither did his whole team. But I think I have one player of Geeky in my list. I think he performed the best.
He single-handedly 4-0'd Carmine Corp.
Nah, that was not Joey, bro.
Only allowing 3 goals.
Nah, that was not Joey, bro.
Thoughts on this, Charles?
What the fucking Joy? I mean, Joy was good, but I mean,
is he in?
I think I have him on mine.
Yeah. See.
Nah.
Like he is the only one on there.
I have someone else on there.
Yeah.
But I think like Oli just kind of peaked in the regional. That's the only reason why they made it.
Yeah.
Like they probably shouldn't be in the major. They should have been NIP, but they're there. And I think Joyo, regardless, will do well enough to be on there.
I think he gets so much love from the fans that gets him through.
Too much love. That's why he's honorable mention.
Oh, bro, Charles, I completely forgot about this guy. Man.
What, Diaz?
Yeah.
You didn't put Diaz on your list, bro?
I had him so much higher at the start, and then I kind of just went through it, and then realized that he's a rookie. So I mean,
yeah.
And
that's bad. I forgot.
He came up through ones. Like he does show that he was really good mechanically, but he wasn't being what everyone thought he would be on complexity. I think he's good.
They've not unlocked him yet. Like you have seen him in his ones. He just peaks.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like he could be. He probably will be so much higher later on. But at the moment, it's just
by the
just got to develop sort of thing.
But I don't think they're too worried about doing well in this major. I think they just want to get to Worlds.
Yeah, I think as long as they just make the majors, it's all good.
Wait, you put KV1 in there?
KV1?
Over Swift, bro?
Yeah, I like KV1.
You have Swift?
I like KV1.
Nah,
no, I don't have Swift.
Swift is
I don't think
Swift's
so.
The best player in Sam after the Fury people.
After Fury, I've not really.
After the entirety of Fury.
Yeah.
I know
Number 4
KV1.
player
I
in
know
Sam.
Marta.
Picking a secret player is just entirely preference. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like Diaz. I like Diaz as the little outsider. Ready for 24, I suppose.
Yeah, let's go.
Atomic lost Diaz. Okay, so you guys both kind of agree on Diaz. I like that. Lost for Charles though is maybe low.
Yeah, that's really low.
Wait, is that Twisted Minds Atomic? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's low for Atomic as well.
No, you shouldn't even be there, bro. I can't lie.
Nah.
You shouldn't. No.
No, Atomic's so good, bro. Atomic is
I
really,
think
really
he's
good.
quite good. Yeah.
I mean, he's good, but there's 2 other better players on that team.
Yeah, and I think I put them on the list.
I think I have all 3 of them on the list as well.
Is that the right green?
I don't think you have all 3 players in top 25 if you don't have them getting at least top 4, and I do not. So
completely bang.
Nah,
I wouldn't say so, because I would say I've got probably all of all of KC in
Oh yeah,
the top 10, but they,
Yeah.
I think you can have all three and not be like top 8. I could see Twisted Minds going out in the fifth round the fifth round of Swiss and still
No, I
having
didn't
these
know.
players.
I didn't know go out top 8. Like, but I think even if they got 9th to 12th,
Yeah.
Nupo will still be up there. Like, he's
Nupo,
the carry every time. He's insane.
he'll be the stat padder, and I think with Rise on that team, like having the LAN experience, it's really good.
yeah. Rise is going to be on this list like literally no matter what, just because like
Yeah.
it's kind of like a boring pick because he just does his job. Like it's just like he's like well he's not EU anymore, but he's kind of just like
He's reliable.
yeah he's just like Monkey Moon but less. Like you don't even have to think about it. He's just gonna play the game and then play well.
I think I
'cause
probably
Rise.
like Rise a bit more than Monkey Moon in some situations, because like I can't see Rise going to a LAN and like losing to OCE, but I don't know if you guys remember like BDS
Oh,
way
oh my
back
days,
when.
that team, bro.
BDS, they won the Worlds that season, but they lost to
Yeah.
like an OCE
Secret.
team. Yeah.
Secret and Pioneers, bro.
Yeah, that was mad.
Yeah.
So I think the floor for
I mean, the Monkey Moon thing is also just like wait till Worlds sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we've covered all the bases. Lost, yeah, that's whatever. Archie, Joyo, Stizzy. I like it. I think Archie and Joyo are probably very interchangeable for me. Like you could have them really wherever.
Archie's either like really good or he just absolutely stinks. There's like no in between.
I think he's the best defender on that team, and when he's on, he's not Rawas, because obviously Rawas is another level, but I would say he's like 1B.
I just like obviously like their regional 3 was nuts, but they just should not be at this event. I can't lie.
Yeah.
The expectations are the expectations are not there. I think they're like 1 and 3.
Rise is
Nah,
half.
I'm confident they'll do better than 1 and 3. Like, I don't know. The 1 and 3 teams, they're not looking too good this time. Like, I'm sure they'll at least make 2-3, maybe top 8 if they're lucky.
Yeah, I could definitely see them in the 2-2 round, like playing like a wild card or something.
Yeah.
Something
Oh,
like
I'm
that.
sure. I'm sure they could. I just don't see it.
That's fair. That's fair.
We didn't see it before the last regional in the EU, and they just 12-0 didn't even drop a game, bro. Like, it's like you don't know how serious to take them, because I don't know if like any of you listen to the podcasts about Rocket League and stuff, but
No.
Yeah, I listen to some.
on Johnny Boy's or not Johnny Boy's, but the Chalkcast thing, they had Archie on, and he literally said they didn't play the game, and then they did that. You know, scrimmed less and actually did better. So I don't know. I feel like they're gonna try hard again because they're in major, and then it's just not gonna work for them. Oh, a bit of synergy here from me and Fall, Jafina and LJ. What's the reasoning for the LJ pick so low? You think like LAN experience?
I mean, no, he's like
or inexperienced.
Everyone's always given him as like flowers being really good.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, just I don't know if it'd be just like thinking like that team's not going to do great, but like last time Chronic played on LAN, he was kind of shit.
See,
first kill is going to do first kill things, but I feel like having all 3 of those players on the same team, like someone has to take a step back, and it's likely LJ. But I think he's just like I think he's really good, but it's just the team. I feel like that team doesn't. Obviously, they're like. I think when you're playing online, just having pure like firepower or like mechanical ability or like ultimates will just work. But on LAN, where there's more pressure, I feel like that team's gonna crumble. Because like you saw what happened. Obviously, pull it back to the fucking whiff first kill I had at the the winter final.
Yeah.
I think
Winter
against Kami, where he just smacked it off the backboard.
Oh, straight to Itachi. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just one that and then Chronic, apart from winning full, has been kind of shit on LAN.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. Like I thought Chronic was really good at Gen G when he won that fall major. I thought he was probably second on that team, above Jack but below FK. But then you watched him in the last NA regional, or at least I did, and he had like the easiest chance.
Oh, no, he was actually tweaking on camera.
Did you see him? He
was tweaking, bro.
He had a free save, and it just he let Gen G just score pretty much an open, and you just knew his mental was cooked there. So I think if like there's the slightest bit of pressure on LAN, and I feel like with all FK's teams, there's an expectation of you to never make a mistake, otherwise FK's gonna kick you, sort of thing.
I don't know, I think FK's I have FK a lot higher, but I don't know, it's just.
I like FK.
It just going back to LJ. It's just I don't know. I think there's on LAN. They're gonna try and overcook.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think if they get a good playstyle there, they could literally win the event.
I really hope it doesn't happen, but they do have that opportunity to. They are one of those teams that could peak at the right time. But from what you've seen,
and I think if they do pop off, it will be because of LJ. But I don't see it happening. But he is really good.
Yeah.
But I think he will just get deactivated by the team, just out of his zone.
I'll go back to something you said just earlier. That you said something about giving him his flowers, and I think all the teams he's been on before, apart from that weird SSG team where he was with Daniel and that didn't work, he has been the big carry. He has been the FK of that roster. So
remember that oxygen team.
Yeah.
He's like what gimmick toasty. I was like that also sucked, but he was good enough to keep them in it.
It's the only reason they were competitive.
Yeah, it's but whenever he plays with another big player, he's always he's not as well as he was before.
Well, that's true.
With Daniel, he was really quiet. He wasn't doing anything, and then as soon as Daniel left, he was crazy. He was one of the best players in NA.
It's mad how
the
that
same
works.
with First Killer now. He's I don't know. He's number 22 even.
Oh no, that's I feel like he needs he wants to be that guy, but playing with First Killer and Chronic, he just
he can probably never be that guy.
He just can't be that guy.
No. Okay. 21 then. We'll have a look.
Yep.
Oh, this guy's copying me. This guy's copying me.
Nah.
World's MVP, what are you saying?
He's been fully trolling his team this whole split. I don't know, bro. I don't have this Vitality team doing too well. They haven't looked good at all. They had the one top 2, or if it was 2, I can't remember.
Yeah.
After that, it's been underperformance.
I haven't seen it this season. He was really good last season. You can't deny that. He was unreal. But you haven't seen it this season, and Zen's been Zen. Monkey Moon's been okay, and then Exotic's just not been anywhere near himself. I think on LAN I do expect them to turn up. To be a better LAN team, kind of like Gentlemates last season. They'll make the major, not in a nice fashion, but they'll make major and then do really well. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them in a grand final, or semis or something like that. I think this is a conservative pick for me, just because I don't think on a really good team he's the worst player, and that's kind of my reasoning, but. I don't know. I assume from your surprise, you thought he was going to be a bit higher.
I mean, the way he came up was just out of nowhere, and he's kind of always done that. When he first got picked up out of Semper, he was literally a substitute, and then just pissed on everyone during wildcard.
Yeah.
During the World Cup, and then obviously they had winning EWC, but when it was Drali Exotic Monkey. They were kind of kind of bad for like most of the season,
Yeah.
and then they just won. So I mean, like, I don't know. I think no matter what, no matter how he plays, you kind of have to expect him to do well when it matters.
No, I like that. I mean, all we've seen from him on LAN so far is good things. So I wouldn't blame or take anything away from you for picking that or playing it that way.
I will say I do have him the lowest out of all the BDS. To be fair, no, not BDS.
Yeah.
Vitality.
Mm-hmm.
I do have him the lowest.
No, I think. And Raise Bull for you, I don't mind that either, to be honest.
I mean, Complexity are going to do fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
like he's my highest, but like, yeah, I think they are probably the third best out of NA, even though they are fourth seed.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I don't have them doing amazing. I think Fury is better than them. I think Secret probably will be as well.
Do you think, at least for me, I think like that complexity team are like what I'd call top 8 gatekeepers. Like
Yeah.
they're right on that top 8. Like they could lose in the 2-2 round, or they could just barely win and then lose out.
I think their entire game plan is just to make Diaz as comfortable as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they get that down, then they can probably start trying to go a little bit higher. But at the moment, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still on Christmas banner. My bad. We're gonna keep it though. We're gonna keep it. It's actually for the holiday. It's for a BirmingLAN Major. Yeah, we'll move on to 20.
Let's go, number 20.
The bear.
Magic Bear.
The bear.
What do you know about Magic Bear, bro?
Nah, that's crazy. Number 20.
Did you watch Regional 3, bro?
Yeah, I was the miss 10 open nets again, bro.
This guy dumped on everyone's head Regional 3, bro. I do not want to hear it.
No.
I don't mind that.
No
as long
way.
as he's your highest.
He is my
Genji
highest.
player.
He is my right. I really want Genji to do well, just because I know I was like an Optic fan, I guess you could say, and then like I just kind of followed that core into Luminosity, into Genji.
You've got to give him credit, don't you? For sticking all that way.
Like he's not amazing all the time, but I remember like in Copenhagen they should have got top 8, but they just ran into Vitality in 2-2, which is just unfortunate, and then went to game 5. Like they should have probably made it out of that group stage.
Thanks for subscribing to Cameron K.
And then obviously Regional 3 they just stopped. Like obviously it wasn't as dominant as GK, but
no,
they still won. And Ultimates were playing amazing that finals, and they still beat them.
Yeah, they played amazing for 3 games and then fell off. Like I think Chronic shit himself.
Yeah, well, I think regardless, still getting there is
Thanks for subscribing
and then,
to
like,
Cameron
beating
K.
everyone else. Obviously, they didn't anyway. Like it's the most difficult event, but.
Yeah, thanks for the
I think Genji has the most potential to upset if they play their playstyle right, they are like unreal.
Weren't they trying to emulate like KC?
It's the way I see it. It's they play the hardest Rocket League to play perfect, but when they do play it perfect, they're like unstoppable. Like and then when they are playing unstoppable, like Magic Bear just always has the ball and always scores.
So I'm guessing with having Magic Bear.
Thanks for subscribing to Cameron K.
You must have Genji over GK.
Yeah, I have Genji.
Wait. Where do you have Genji coming? And like, what do you think?
I think like they max. I think like max top 6, but I'd probably top 8. I think they probably top 8.
I could see them going out top 8, but I think they're gonna get like the worst team in round 5 or Swiss or something. Like they'll run into like a Furia that somehow lost two games on the chart.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I definitely see top 8 though.
I don't know. It's just every time I watch them, Magic's playing well. So.
I think that's a bit. Now that's a bit of recency bias, bro. I swear. Like I've seen this guy miss at least 3 open nets per game in every other series he's played.
Well, we could say that about
other
Archie,
than this
though.
regional.
We could say
that's
that
like
about Archie. But I don't think recency bias is necessarily a bad thing. Like you always take the hot hand opposed to like a cold team. Like you're probably not going to predict Vitality right now over. Well, no, I'm saying that you're not gonna pick GK over like BDS. So BDS.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
KC, bro. The other dominant team with the.
I do like the Jorius pick though, even though I do think he will be absolutely horrendous in playoffs, like he always is. But
Yeah,
actually, no, Diggy's he's been alright. He's been alright this season.
I picked him for the inevitable like 3-1, 3-0 Swiss that they'll somehow do, and then
maybe he'll come back.
then
maybe
they'll
this is
be
like
shown.
they either go out and beat Lee after group stage or they win it.
They'll run into like a Falcons, and Falcons just got their number every time. They'll get 4-0'd.
Yeah.
Banana head. I like it.
But what?
Bro, I have been saying this. Put Banana Head in any like top 4 EU team, he will be comfortable. Like that guy is so good.
Ooh, top 4.
Yeah, bro, he gets Torsos to nearly out of Swiss.
Wait, we're talking about NIP, Calming Core, Vitality, and I forgot the other team.
Who else is getting Torsos to nearly top 8 in lands? Who else is doing it?
Beaver, and that's someone else.
Alright, name one LAN Fever's played well.
The last one? No, it's Spring Major. Spring Major, bro.
Like Fever's is good, but like just
no, Banana Head is
Banana Head is just like it's like how Zen was in like 23. He has just been that in OCE for like 2 years. He is just so much better than everyone else in that region. He needs to move. Like he needs to get out of OCE because he's so much better than everyone else in that region. It is unreal.
I mean, he's definitely the hard carry on that team, but like I don't know if he's 19th place at the major as of right now.
He's the hard carry of a team of 2 players that like should not be like doing as well as they are at all. And then he's nearly getting them into playoffs.
Well, how much worse is Banana Head than Archie? Really? Like, I don't think there's much in it, so I don't hate the pick.
I think there's a bit.
Mechanics wise, Banana Head is better than like.
Oh yeah.
Like he's pretty, like a lot of players. It's just you don't see it because it's OCE. Like who watches OCE?
Yeah.
No one watches OCE.
Every time I have watched OCE, he's just clipping everyone. And like, and not even clipping. He's just like always has the ball. It's just like.
I mean, from that point of view, like, I guess that's fair. I see it now.
LJ 19. I don't mind.
Thanks for subscribing to Cameron K.
Yeah, it's a bit high. Now that I look at my list, but
no. I mean,
I think I would do well. I think I'd do decently well.
Charles has him only a couple places down. I think I have him pretty close to here as well.
Yeah, I can see LJ and like from anywhere from there to like top 10. Like it's entirely dependent.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't. Yeah, it's a very he can go anywhere sort of player.
Definitely. And I think am I the highest on Joyo? Well, yes.
Yeah.
I think just because of the last performance he had in London. Is that right? Did he play well last London?
Who?
Joyo.
Did they even make?
I'm sure they won a major.
Nah, but they didn't play well. What last London?
Yeah, the last London.
Last London.
Joyo and Moist.
They didn't. Oh, Moist, yeah. He played well. That was so long ago, bro.
I know it's long ago, but it's a home land for Joyo.
But he played in the last one and he didn't do too well.
The last one they played was Oxygen and they didn't make. Didn't make out Swiss.
Oh, that's when they lost to OCE.
They lost the power.
That's when they lost the power. Yeah,
they lost the power.
Again, Banana Head, bro.
So maybe I've got like goggles on that just sees the first London. But I think he'd be really good. I didn't have Woolley on the list.
I'm pretty sure. I remember some clips saying like he's from Birmingham, so maybe that's even more home advantage.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
to be fair, they should have made it. They barely lost a few.
Yeah, in game 5.
They barely lost.
Yeah, and they barely made this LAN.
That's fair.
But the way
But
they
Nip got
this
robbed, bro.
LAN,
I'm so sad for Nip, bro.
yeah,
Oh my
it's tough.
days.
Nip would have done somewhat. Nip will if they were in this instead of GK, they'd be doing something better. But
Nip will make goals there, and I think GK will be in the last round qualifier. So
You get points for just being at this LAN though, so they're in a really good spot for Worlds.
Yeah, but like they'll get more. Next major will be more points than this one. So like Nip will have a better chance if they make it and do well at it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to number 18. Yep, there goes LJ. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we spoke about LJ enough. I think.
And there goes Drufinho as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I think originally I had Drufinho literally like 4th, which was mental.
4th.
No, it was just like the rough fan because every time I watch Drufinho, he's. But like, yeah, I did obviously put him back down.
Yeah.
Like when I was like actually comparing stuff, but yeah, like, I think I have him too low to be honest. I think he's really good. Like, I think on most days he is actually better than Jan. It's just I don't know. I think Jan's gonna do really good this event. I just have faith.
Jan has LAN buff, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But like Drufinho, I don't remember which LAN it was, but I remember there was one where he was actually just dumping on everyone.
Mm-hmm. So you have Appjack at 18, and you also have Stizzy at 23.
Yeah.
Do you have Jorius?
Nope. I had Joyous like number 25. But...
So you must think they're doing pretty poorly at this LAN.
Nah, like I think they'll make like top 8. I think.
You should rate them a bit higher, bro.
I don't know. I had them like all equal, but.
Well, I suppose.
Yeah, I rate them like equally. But I think Jack has been the best player, and then Jorius.
I think Jack's a really good. I think Jack's a similar player to likes of Rise, just a calm head in what's potentially like not the most stable of comms. Because I know Stizzy's a
thanks for subscribing
new
to
player on the
Cameron
block. You don't know how well they're gonna do. You know what Joris is gonna do, but he always had that top 4 thing with fucking. Oh, thank you so much, Manny Man, for the raid. I appreciate that.
This is a cold stream. So
Titanium
many subs and raids, bro.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for another gift of sub, Jaden. I appreciate you, bro. I don't hate the pick at Outjack there, but having no Jorius higher or something like that, I just. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. What do you think, Charles?
On the Jack, I mean,
you think that's okay?
I think again he's one of those players that there's obviously like thinking back to the full major where he was like the best player in the world, but there's also been events where he's just not looked great.
Yeah,
and I think his role on Dig is sort of similar to like, and it's sort of similar to like the Rise, the Rattles, sort of like not like in-game leader, but like kind of like acting like the captain sort of thing. So I guess like he just kind of wants to take a step back, let Stizzy and Jorius just do what they want. Because when
Jorius,
I mean, when Jorius does what he wants, you saw the Esports World Cup. No, not the Esports World Cup. You saw Gamers 8. He's playing with Chiefs.
Gentlemates.
Got MVP. Playing with Chiefs.
Yeah, they beat Gentlemates twice, bro. Like with an OCE team. Like what was it, Kaka and someone else?
I think it was Hunter and Kaka.
That's mad, bro. Beating a Gentlemates team that was pretty good at the time as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got the fucking hat trick. There we go.
Oh my god!
Oh wow, that's actually insane.
That is.
That's actually insane.
So we can't really argue about this pick because
yeah,
we all agree. They go Rise.
Red, green, nice.
That's.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think we all agree.
That's exactly where you want him. Just like a slight, like above average. Just he's gonna get in the studio or he's going to get in the venue and he's going to play the game, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
He is going to play the game. He might shit talk a little bit, but he is going to play the game.
Yeah.
And he's going to play it well, and then that's it.
He's probably not one to like take over and absolutely rinse you, but he'll be like, the floor on him is so good. You won't get like a poor performance, and I think that enough probably gets you to like top 8 just.
He's the prime example of just straight up no funny business. Just play the game.
Businessman.
Yep.
Rise Joe Vitia, bring it back. Probably
Nah,
never
bro.
happen ever.
We've got a better team now, bro.
Yeah.
Might go out there.
So not much to speak about on that. We can move on.
I think my next pick.
Oh, a couple of Abjacks. And an
We got
Atomic. Ooh, why? That's
I don't having Atomic that high is kind of, I don't know.
Atomic
but,
snuck onto my
like-
list.
Yeah, it's not on mine either.
For me, Atomic, like, at the end of last year, he made a grand final in EU, right? Like, he was the best on that team. He was crazy. He's always been, like, an insane stat better, and he's just been, like, really, really good. I think he'll be really good.
Oh, I've just
Honestly,
realised
so,
you've
I think
put,
he's done really well. I mean, like, even taking the series off of Falcons as well.
you've put Atomic above Rise.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think Atomic will be slightly better than Ice at this LAN.
I mean, that second place was kind of fraud, to be fair. But like,
Yeah.
they played a Gentlemates that just weren't good online, and then I think they played like what, Jobless. Yeah, and that was Ixo and Resi, bro. Like,
Okay, we're back. Everyone was saying F in my chat.
like,
My bad.
like yeah, that second place was against Ixo and Resi. Like, it's not. I'm not saying it's a bad result, but like, I don't know. It was also just. I mean, and they kept it close to BDS, but I mean.
Yeah, they took BDS to 7, and I think it was an OT. I think it was an OT, which is like.
It was not.
It was Tox and Aquanic.
I like Atomic a lot. I think he's on every team apart from the one he's on just now. He's probably been the best player on it, but I don't know. He's just not done it before. He's not.
Oh no! I just don't have faith.
Yeah, I need to see.
It's not my words.
No, I think he could play to like, the 16th best player. I definitely think he can, but yeah, we need to see it first. Appjack for me and you, Charles. I think.
Yeah.
We
Same as Rise. Yeah. Same as Rise. Gets the job done.
Yeah, very similar player. We are moving on.
I've just seen my pick for this. This is crazy.
Nupe! No.
A couple lost.
Nah. That's insane. He is. That's incredibly low.
I think.
Why do you have him that low?
I think on LAN, all of Falcons is better than him. He's obviously good. He's very good. But I don't know. It's the same thing as Atomic. I just haven't seen it on LAN. Obviously, shit. He pisses my phone online.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't know. It's just. I'm not convinced.
I obviously don't agree with this pick, but I can see the avenue of like why you'd pick it. Like, if you don't think Twisted Minds are probably doing the best, and you've got Rise there as well. You've got Noapo or whatever his name is, Nobu, right there. Like, I say that's like a round 5 kind of placement, like top 8 placement. If you're
everyone I have on above him, bar one player, is like very seasoned at LANs. So it's just like, obviously he's been to quite a few, but I've just never seen him like. You've never like watched a LAN and be like, wow, Nupo's like.
Yeah.
The guy.
I think he's only ever played one LAN.
Yeah.
Like the only other person I have above him that like hasn't really played a LAN is just like a complete just like faith pick, because I think he'll be really good. But apart from that, it's just like I kind of go with all the boring people up top.
Yeah. Who's in the call?
I
It's Azure, Charles, and Fall.
And what Estonian said, yeah, I don't think Mina is gonna. I don't think Twisted Minds are gonna do great. But like, I think they'll do. I think they'll do like fine. I think that they could probably get top 6 if they play really well.
He's number 1.
That-
Maybe
but-
individual talent. You could argue that he's up in the top 5, but for me, like the team he's on and where they'll place, I don't hate that pick.
If you want consolidation, I had him a lot higher at the start, and then I kind of moved him down.
Well, that's kind of how it works, isn't it? You look at the players you put in there, and you're like, well, actually, I'd like him above. Slowly works his way down.
I have him a lot higher. Like, on LAN, again, the one time he's played on LAN, he was like, the only reason, I don't even know how he got armored on a Khaled for LAN. Or at least a Khaled last season, bro.
Khaled was heavy.
And again, he was the only reason they were able to beat Falcons in a regional this time. Like, he was crazy.
He's definitely probably their best player.
Yeah,
I think he is too, but just
yeah. No, this is how you think you're going to do in the major. So if you don't predict them to do so well, I don't mind that at all. 14 then, guys. Are we happy for
14, yeah.
Oh, there's a couple of picks I really don't like.
You cannot spell that name correctly.
What, Clears?
You spelled that so wrong.
That's how it's spelled.
Nah, bro, there's 2 R's and a Z, bro.
Is there?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I'm sure I've seen it.
I had to look it up. I didn't have to spell it.
Yeah, so did I.
KIILEERZ.
Yeah.
I don't like the pick I least like here is probably yours, Charles, but that's only.
I mean I don't know if it's me just being like I don't watch enough RLCS, but I just do not have faith in. I think Furia would do good. It'll be fine, but I think it's just I don't know. It's probably just like a brain dead pick just to not have them doing great. But I just don't think they're gonna do amazing.
I have him pretty high. I think he's so good.
Like everyone talks about Furia like they're like the second best team, second, third best team in the world. Their best was a top 4 that admittedly they didn't really deserve. Like beating that Moist team, obviously that was with like an entirely different roster.
Mm-hmm.
But like beating that Moist team was, obviously that was like that goal with 2 seconds left.
Oh, yes. And the caster goes mental.
And then the only other SAM top 4 wasn't them. So like, I think it's just a case of they do really well online against everyone else, and then I don't know. They just kind of they do a little bit poo. But Jan's always consistently like at least top 15. So I can't like. I was thinking of moving him low. I was like, "There's no way anyone else here is better than him."
No,
so,
you look at the names and you're like Magic Bear,
and he could be a lot higher. It's just like, I just kind of believe in everyone else a little bit more than him. Like, and I'm pretty sure like you'll agree. Like the middle of the pack like is so interchangeable.
Oh yeah.
Like it's all just down to like how you feel in the moment.
I think we're gonna have a very similar top 5, but like you say, probably 5 to 12, something like that. You could interchange it.
I mean, the Monkey Moon and the Clears are both a little bit crazy. I can't lie, they're a little bit crazy.
Nah,
Clears is the
I
worst
don't have
team
Monkey
for me.
Moon.
Like,
I don't have. You go.
When is Clears ever bad?
I'm not saying he's bad. Like he's the worst in a really good team. Like I have TRK high, I have Roras really high.
I have him higher than both of them, bro. I think he's the best. I think he's the best on Falcons.
I think I'm probably falling into the same trap that a lot of people do. Is that he's not the flashy 1v1er. He's not the TRK. He came up initially. He's just like really solid on his team.
Yeah, he's like mean at Monkey Moon. Like he doesn't do anything special. You don't notice him, but that's the point.
Yeah.
He just doesn't play bad ever.
So who do we think's got the worst pick on 14? Do we genuinely think it's Clears?
I think Khalid is worse. Monkey Moon can like make sense because he
Yeah.
can just play bad sometimes,
Yeah.
like every now and then. But like I don't know, I'm a bit higher, but
No.
Also, I also just don't have Vitality doing too well. Like
that's fair.
they've been playing really bad. Well, not really bad, but definitely not how they should be playing online.
Yeah. No, I could also see that. Like, I expect them to do a lot better. Vitality, I think they're going to be good online, but I can also see it where they were like BDS back in the day, where they would lose to like an OCA team, you know.
Yeah.
So like I could see them going out 2-3, but I could also see them grand final. So I don't mind. You can't hate a lot of these picks getting this high up. To be honest, it's really where you think the teams are going to place. But my pick was the worst, so that's what we're going with. 13.
Let's go. Number 13.
Oh, I'm gonna get fucking.
Oh my days.
Okay, well,
That was the non-experienced pick.
yeah.
I mean, hey,
right.
he looks really confident online. This is like I said, it's an entire delusion. It's a delusion pick. It's so delusional.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like no one has looked as confident as he does. Like even like just on his face cam,
Yeah.
like he looks just so confident. And I think obviously he'll probably get really nervous on LAN because he's like what 16,
Yeah.
17
First LAN.
But no, I think he's gonna be gross.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it, but the only thing with Stizzy is like I just remember watching his first regional, and well with this team, and, oh man, it wasn't good.
He was bad. He was bad.
And I do remember World Cup as well. He was like kind of putting on everyone as well. Like obviously Spain didn't do great, but that's because they ran into France at the end, like in playoffs. There's nobody there.
I mean, I wonder if like he was probably playing bad because of nerves in Regional 1. I wonder if it'll be the same in the major. Like,
yeah, if I suppose
it'd be a lot more pressure
who do
for
you
the
get?
major as well.
Who do you get?
But he has played a LAN before, so I guess. Also, yeah, that Beast Mode pick is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I see him as like I wasn't impressed by anyone on Energy apart from Atomic, and maybe Daniel sometimes.
Like, really?
In any like they weren't convincing in their 2 regional wins, not at all. And then they lost to First Killer and Crew in the final regional, who ended up losing to Gen G.
That was only because Ultimates were playing out of their mind.
Yeah, like
And then for some reason they just started selling in the finals.
Yeah, no. I agree with Estonian. Like I don't even have Atomic on this list, just straight up. I have Daniel like quite high as well, but like Beast Mode is just so much better.
From what any I've watched, I thought Beast Mode was the worst. But like I said, I didn't watch too much of the last regional, apart from the final, obviously. But
I have Daniel as my best player on NRG.
I think
he does the best.
That's fair. Daniel always does well online, but so does Beast Mode.
Yeah, he does.
Beast Mode got Com to a top 4, and Com and Torment to a top 4. Let's think about that.
Nah, stop hating on Torment, but he was cold.
No, Torment was good. But,
so do we hate the Atomic pick?
I don't have him on the list, so I actually don't hate it.
You don't have him on the list?
I don't have him on the list.
Wait,
by
what?
accident?
No, fully on purpose.
How?
I looked at everyone and I thought Atomic, he's good.
You have Banana Head better than Atomic.
I think online, yeah.
Okay.
Raise Ball and Magic Bear as well.
Yeah.
You can't have Energy doing too well then.
I do have them doing well. I have them doing really well. I have them like top 4. Well, you'll see where I have the rest of NRG.
Like top 2 NRG, bro. Beast Medano.
I mean, for me, like our picks, me and you, Fall, aren't too different. Like I don't see Atomic and Beast Mode that far apart. So that's kind of my reasoning. Like I don't think there was a standout player from NRG.
I think we're gonna. Well, yeah, we won't be fully linking up, but I have basically the same pick as you had for my next pick.
All right,
You'll see.
We'll have a look at 12. Oh.
I got Kaliers.
So I was getting roasted for Kaliers, right? And then Kaliers and his brother pops up at 2 places down. What we say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Liz. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's in that area where like it kind of makes sense. I just think having. I just think Kaliz is the best player on Falcons. Like it doesn't get shown, but I always like thought he was insane.
I like that pick. I think they're all very interchangeable. But...
Yeah. and Russ is my lowest player on Falcons, so having the lowest one at 12 is like you can't really be like, oh, what is that?
No.
So I mean, like Russ is good, like he's very good, and like if he's playing really well, he's probably the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Like because obviously like everyone in the top 15, if they're playing really well, are probably the best in the world.
No, I agree with that.
But it's just like it's
no.
He's not looked like the peak everyone imagines him being.
Well, people think of Rawas and think like the 1v1 like goal line saves, everything.
Yeah.
So, like, but it doesn't translate the same to threes. I think Kaliers is as good a threes player as Rawas is, but
yeah, and I think their best threes player is Kaliers.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
But those players won't get the love usually, will they?
Yeah.
Is exactly that's why everyone thinks it's a stupid pick, because like TRK has the thing of just being like the best player in the MENA.
Yeah. No.
Like and then the Rawas is just he has the ones, and then what does Kaliers have, like slightly worse at ones?
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
But what Kaliers has is just being really good at the game, and that's about it.
I'm the first one with first killer at 12.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
don't mind it.
I don't hate it. It's if you don't think Ultimates are going to do amazing, then it's fair.
It does, like Estonian's right. It does feel wrong to have first killer that low, but for me, like I'm expecting how's this team going to do, and I wasn't like when I seen them in that final, I wasn't convinced. Like I seen them lose that final to Genji, and I was like, oh my god, is that just going to translate straight to LAN? So that last regional definitely affected them for me. Like if that last regional had went to Ultimates and they'd won it, I'd have probably put FK in my top 10, but because they didn't, he's outside. Yeah, I don't think FK's ever the real problem on any of these teams. I think the players he's playing with are usually the reason why. Apart from when he passes to Itachi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think we're happy with that. We're getting close to this top 10, but at 11.
Yeah.
Vati, First Killer, and Monkey Moon. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I don't mind any of them.
We're in the area now where all the picks just kind of like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, Vatira's a little bit low.
Vatira hasn't looked good on LAN in a while. I don't think he's not. He's not any. I think he's the worst player on KT.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't mind Vatira at 11 at all, to be honest. I think he's definitely the third on that team now. Like, it's kind of mad, like, Vatira's been on KC so long and he's made so many moves that he's actually not the best player anymore.
Yeah.
I
mean, last season, Vatira was like, he was good in the first major, but then after that, like, he was doing nothing. He was doing nothing the whole entire time. And this time he's like better, but again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like Vatira there. Monkey Moon. What we thinking with my pick there? I'm predicting them to be better on LAN. That's part of my reasoning for having Monkey Moon there. I also can't put Monkey Moon lower just because like this. I know he's played bad before, and this isn't their best split, but there's something about Monkey Moon that I don't know. I can't put him lower than that.
Yeah,
I look at First Killer and Monkey Moon. I always think, man, Monkey Moon's better, or Beast Mode. I would say Monkey Moon's better. Kalios, like, I could never put him lower than probably any of these guys. That's just my thought.
Yeah.
getting number 10. This is the big boys. Oh!
We're having Beast Mode 10th.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do too well. Like, I think maybe I think top 4 probably. But that's max. I have them going as of right now. I don't know. I didn't think they looked that good. They didn't look good in Regional 1, but they managed to win it. And Regional 3, they didn't look that good either.
No, I don't mind
I
that.
don't know.
I don't mind that. You're gonna have Daniel somewhere else in there, so like you still have them doing well, but I don't think this is any disrespect to be number 10. Like you're the best third on the team. Like I'm trying to think of like other teams in there. Like there's gonna be other probably full teams. Well, no, there's not, is there?
Nah, there's one full team in there, bro.
You've got all of KC in there, yeah. So I mean,
you know, bro?
I don't hate. I do actually. Yeah, I must have bumped Vati up. No, I don't hate any of these picks. The only pick that's slightly maybe off is TRK at 10. I think. I don't know if there's 10 better players.
Yeah. Oh, I have that guy really high. Oh, I might mess up.
TRK looks. I mean, TRK always looks good, but it's kind of just like how well do you think they're all going to do combined? Yeah. And I think they're all going to do. I think they're going to do fine. They could win the event, and if they do, it's probably down to TRK.
Yeah.
But I just don't think they will. So no. I don't have him doing it. I don't have him hard carrying, but I have him just doing his job.
Yeah, I don't.
Of just being the mechanical guy.
But you've still got one more player from Falcons to put in that list, so I don't mind that either. It really is just it's where you rank those players, and I don't know. All the Falcons players are really good, so you can't really go too wrong.
Yeah.
I think am I the highest on Nobu?
Nope.
No, I'm not.
Nope.
This guy has a number 1, bro.
What do you think?
No, I'm not number 1. Not number 1.
What do you think about Nobu at 10? Obviously, Fall, you're probably fine with it, but
I mean, like I said, he could if he's playing really well, he's probably top 5. If he's playing how he plays online, he's mental, but I just don't think he will.
Yeah, no.
So I can see it, but I just don't believe it.
I think he'd be the hard carry on that team.
Yeah, me too. I think he's gonna.
Yeah, I think he is the best player on that team, but I just don't think they're amazing. I think they're
No, that's fair. Getting into the top 10 at number 9, we have Atomic from me, Exotic, and Rawas.
Wait, do you have all of Vitality in the top 9?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
that's
you must
I don't even think they're gonna do great. I think they're getting top 6, top 4, but individually they're just, I don't know, they're Exotic always plays well on LAN. I believe in Monkey Moon, Zen. Right, I don't know what this guy's and he world MVP. I don't care if it was last season. I don't care if it was last season. World's MVP, bro.
No, I mean, if he plays like he should play,
if he did anything like he did last LAN, they're winning the event. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I think that's fine. But from what we've seen in the events,
or the opens maybe.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but you know,
I think he's gonna do a lot worse than he did last LAN. I still have him top 10. Because it just hit when he's at his peak, he is just. He is the best player in the world, and that's why he got MVP.
I think we had him really high for the Worlds one that we did.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone else had him high, but just because KC is KC, people was like, "Oh, he sucks. He sucks now."
I mean, he's been trolling. I don't know. The only reason they haven't been
he's been trolling, but they're still second seed.
Yeah, they're third actually. They got sniped by Dig.
Okay, well, still, yeah, they got 2. They got 2 top 4s and the top 2. I'm pretty sure, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just down to how you think, like who you believe more in, and he is the lowest on vitality.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's exotic. It's still gonna play well.
I think me and Fall are probably definitely on the recency thing more than like.
Oh yeah, no,
what he's capable of.
I did originally have him quite low, but then I thought about it. I was like, it's exotic. Like having him having him out of the top 10 would be just kind of rude.
No, I mean,
and I think he's gonna play well because I think the reason he hasn't played well online is because they just couldn't figure out KC. That's it.
they also
It's just
lost
because KC was dumping on them. Just because But I think going on LAN, they're not gonna have to play KC every time.
No.
They'll have to play like, I don't know, maybe like a Genji or a NRG, like a Furia.
It is hard to play with Monkey Moon too.
And when you're not playing against KC, who's clearly the best team in the world, Exotic won't be getting, he'll play how he wants to, and then he's going to be top 10 in the world.
He definitely can be. His peak is probably near number 1, but obviously we're seeing from what we've seen the past 2 regionals or 3 regionals, we've not been too impressed. But I think the difference between KC and Vitality is how the teams have been put together. Like Monkey Moon likes playing in a certain way, close together. The touches, you've got to react quickly to what's happening. Whereas I think KC have been made into like a team where we'll work with what we've got, opposed to like trying to fit a mold. And that's why they've worked so well. But I do like Vitality in the long run. And I don't mind Exotic at 9, even though I've got him quite low at 21. I think he'll be really good. I don't think he'll be that good, from what I've seen.
Okay, well, if Vitality win, I get to slap you when we're there. If Exotic MVPs, I get to slap you.
If he MVPs, yeah, okay, all right,
cool, good agreement.
At least you know it's not happening, bro.
Well, into the top 8.
Let's go.
And Remy and Nando's.
Oh wow!
Oh,
why are you copying me, bro?
Bro, I did my list first, okay?
No, we were doing it at the same time, bro.
We've got 3 KC players here.
Yeah. I don't mind any of these picks.
But yeah, it's just like KC's KC in it. Like, really good.
Bosh, thank you, Surfstar, for your follow sub. Absolutely top G.
Oh man, you're getting so many subs, bro.
I know, I'll be able to retire. Atao, don't mind. You can't argue with any of these.
He is right. Yeah, Atao was he was the last person I put in the top 10 because he can be a little bit shaky. I think he is a little bit shaky sometimes, but I think he'll do well.
I see that. I see that.
I have faith. So when he's playing well, he's the best player in the world.
Oh yeah,
straight up.
He's as good as Drally.
Drally.
I was like mid burp and it just fucking didn't work. No, I like Vatia here. I agree with you, Fall. Atao. You can really interchange any of these guys, but I do see your reasoning for Atao. Like, he had a really nervy Worlds. They did really well still, but if you think nerves are going to be a thing, I don't see why.
If you get an Atao anything like how he was on Liquid when he was literally just carrying that team, it's I don't know, it's over.
Even last year, Worlds, where Atao was hard going into that game 7 against G2. Yeah, that was tough. But that whole event, he was carrying them through that.
No, we can't really argue too much on these ones. On to 7.
Oh, I have this guy so high.
No, I like Jan that high.
No.
It's fair. I think it's fair. Because if you have Fury doing well, it makes sense.
Yeah, I think he's the best
I
player
think
on Fury by
I think
a
he'll
long
carry
shot
pretty
for me.
hard. Yeah, I think he'll carry pretty hard.
I think he is. I think he's a little bit high, but like,
Yeah,
it's
he
just
is definitely a little bit high.
yeah. If you think Fury are gonna like get top 4 or like top 6, then it makes perfect sense because he is the best player on our team.
If I did it again, I'd probably swap Beastman and Yan, and then yeah, that's it.
No, I can see it. I think there are some days where like Dravinho is probably better. It's just on the day.
Yan
like,
top
fully.
7. Yan can take over series, bro.
Yeah, you know, Yan is disgusting.
If, I think Yan.
There's times where he's literally the best player in the world. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just and it's not a contention, but it's very like small blimps of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the only player on Fury that can really take over and become that number 1. But you know, I think 7's fine for him. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we're actually taking a bit long for this. I thought this was because there was only 3 of us. It was gonna be less because I don't know if you remember the last one we did, Charles. That only took like an hour and a half.
3 hours, bro.
Nah, it took like an hour and a half. It wasn't even that long. I think we must have blazed through them. But as long if we don't want to take 2 hours, we'll speed up a tad.
Okay.
An FK, Daniel, and an Atau.
Yeah.
I think they're all fine. First killer is the only one that maybe sticks out a little bit.
You have him too high.
I suppose
I mean,
you probably think he's like the hard carry on that team, which is
I
right.
don't think he's the hard carry because all 3 like the whole point of that team was just get 3 really mechanical players and just see what happens.
Yeah.
But like it's just, and there are times where he has been the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Like, and like you've seen it when FaZe won. I think they nearly won the 3 regionals in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And when NA was better than EU at the time. Like this was like season 21, when NA was like, apart from BDS, they were just better overall. First killer was just different.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he still has it. He still has it every now and then. It's not as frequent.
I do agree with what South Star said. FK has star potential, same as Yan. I think that's absolutely that's really right.
If FK isn't giving the ball away to the other team, he usually does pretty well online. He usually plays really well.
Mm-hmm.
When he isn't hard throwing.
Wait, do you have Beastman and Daniel in the top 5?
Yes.
These.
I don't.
Where do you have NRG finishing?
I said it like top 4 max.
3rd,
for me.
4th.
And then nowhere past that.
I don't think they make top 2 again. I think.
Yeah, NRG goes top. I think it's NRG Carmine. It's boring, but it's like the correct answer. It could maybe like switch Falcons out with one of them. It just depends on the day.
Yeah.
But like maybe even Vitality, like those. That's probably the top 4. But like I don't know, yeah, NRG, like yeah, they got like apart from that top 4, they got last regional. They've been top 2 the past like year.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's NA, but you know they still
Yeah,
won. They won London. They got 2 finals at LANs. They're clearly a LAN team.
Yeah.
Because they haven't done worse than the finals in a LAN in like a year.
No, but
so
right now is probably the worst they've looked.
Yeah, they've been really bad.
But they're still the best in NA.
Yeah.
I don't even know how they won that
outside
first
of
event.
top 2 of NA, like you don't think anyone's like I wouldn't say that any team's like that good. I would say top. I don't know. I think the top 2 teams in NA are really good, and then outside of that, it's a monumental drop off.
Yeah, I agree.
So like I don't know if you can take like how well NRG do in NA to heart too much, just because.
I think it's also you also got to think that like you know, regardless of how good your team is, you're always gonna play to your competition, right? Because if you put Carmine in NA, you'd be saying the same thing. Just because they're playing NA teams.
Mm.
If you put NRG in EU, they'd probably look the same as Carmine. Not saying they're as good as Carmine now,
I think
but just because they're playing EU teams, you'd think the same thing because they're playing against the teams that KC are playing, who are better. Because KC are playing against better opponents, they look better. If you get what I mean.
Hypothetical,
if you get what I
they
mean.
were in EU, where would you put them?
I think they'd probably still be top 2.
What?
I think they'd be them and KC. It'd be them and KC.
I think they're probably quite similar to
Then they're third, bro.
to our
After
Vitality.
Vitality.
But saying that, Vitality wasn't even top 2.
Obviously, it's just hypotheticals, but I think it's entirely down just to how good your opponents look determines how good you look, sort of thing. Because regardless of who you're playing, if you're going to play a pro team, you're not going to be just like 8-0ing them.
No.
And I think if Carmine went to NA, they wouldn't just get to the finals and like 12-0 everyone, like every single game. They wouldn't just like 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, 4-0 sweep. They wouldn't do that. They would lose games.
Yeah.
Like regardless of how good you are, if you're going to a major region, you're gonna lose games. So like they're not just gonna go in there and like win every single game. So it's just down to who you're playing against, and that's why NRG don't look as good.
Yeah, they can only play who's in front of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Top 5, I suppose. We'll move into that. I think I'm gonna get hit.
I'm so getting hated.
If I know this pick, I'm gonna get hate for this.
I think my number.
Oh my god, it's not the pick, but I'm definitely getting hate for this pick that's coming up after it. It has to be.
Yeah, I think me too. I think me as well.
I can't complain with any of these. I mean, they're all top 10, 5 players. Like, you can't complain. MENA players a bit high. MENA players are really good.
I know. Khalid's faith, and it's just. I think he's the best player on Falcons when it comes to threes, and he never looks amazing because he just plays the boring roles. But that doesn't mean he's bad.
No.
That means he's really good. It's like Monkey Moon. If you've ever watched a Monkey Moon montage, it kind of sucks.
No arrow.
But like he's not like obviously he can be, but he's not like Killers isn't flashy. Like, he doesn't do all the stuff that makes the crowd roar. He just does he does the stuff that the scoreboard doesn't see, sort of thing.
Oh yeah, he does the dirty work.
I think he is what makes Falcons really good. I think.
Charles loves Monkey Moon because he is Monkey Moon, or plays.
I do not play like Monkey Moon, bro. I just go for demos. That's the only difference I
have. TRK, you're the first one with TRK on the list, Paul.
No, I haven't.
No, he already had TRK.
You do have him.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I don't have him yet, but no, I think that's fine.
Yeah, for me, I think he's the best player on Falcons by a bit. I mean, in all the clutch moments, it's always been him. Like, the one I remember most is against Gentlemates in London. He scored
was that double tap, like the double tap dunk.
With barely any seconds left.
Oh, I hated him so much for that.
Yeah, I was there in person rooting for Gentlemates.
I hated that.
Yeah, sad time.
Yeah, there's a part of me that wants to see Falcons not succeed. I would just.
I mean, it's just because every time they've been to the finals, it's against a team that you want to win.
Yeah.
Like I remember it was them and Moist.
Yeah.
Like everyone, like no one wanted either of them to lose, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just.
This is gonna sound so bad, but this is probably like the opposite opinion to like everyone. But I think Falcons get so much glaze.
No, they do get
I think they get so much glaze, and I think like they are a top 4 team, but I think they're maybe one of the worst top 4 teams.
Yeah, I don't think they're like top 3.
No.
But like it's similar to how like all the other teams are. Like on their day, they're the best team in the world. But it's just how often are you on your day? You know?
Exactly. Top 4.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Sorry, Cameron, but Falcons just came off the side
None,
of the
none of the other teams in that event were actual teams.
I don't
Oh,
agree.
yeah,
I don't take
It's got-
anything like above
Oh
that side of
my,
land.
wait! You
I-
have beast mode.
I like.
Nah.
Well, this is how I think they're gonna do, and I don't think Beast Mode's gonna do too well.
Like,
No,
yeah.
no. But here's Beastman and Daniel in top 3.
Oh,
Pray for
it
them.
wasn't even me you were going after.
No, no, no. Here's Beastman and Daniel in top 3, bro. And you have Yan top. Oh my.
Yeah, the Yam ones. I mean, actually, yeah, it's a bit crazy. But...
I just think they're gonna do really well, and I remember watching the Worlds, watching them against G2, and they actually were very competitive. Like, I know it ended up 4-2, but I could have seen them winning that and knocking G2 out at the time, and that's when G2 were playing not their best stuff, but playing some really good ball. Nobu 4 though, that's
I just have him like he's high definitely, but I think he'll do really really well. I think he'll hard carry Twisted Minds.
I think like it's not. It might just be hoping, but like like having you can't really have all the minor region teams that high because like I don't know the play like and again the whole playing to your opponent sort of thing. I contradicted myself, but like he's playing quite a few burgers. Like he's like
yeah.
He looks good because he's playing against like 1800s. Like I don't know. Like he's good, but I don't think he's gonna. I think going from like whatever like meaner teams are like sleeping, whatever those kind of team names are, to then going to like your NRGs, your KCs, your even your like Vitalities and GKs.
Yeah.
It's just gonna. I don't know.
I mean, we'll see. We will. Oh my days, I can't speak. We will legit see tomorrow. Like, Twisted Minds have a big
tomorrow.
test against Vitality.
I forgot.
Their first game's Vitality. Yeah.
No, that'd be good.
Which is probably the best game of the night. Twisted Vitality. What game that will be?
To address the chat about who I have winning, I mean, I have Yan so high, and I know it probably is too high. I'll agree, but I see him being so much clear of his teammates. So like if he gets top 4, which I think is entirely possible for Furia, if they get top 4, it's entirely because Yan is out there 1v3ing almost. That's why I have him so high, and I think it's so hard to pick who we have winning Major off this list, just because you got to take averages. Like I know you look at Zen being at, or Exotic being at 21, and then I'll have Zen high.
Yeah, that's crazy. Both of you having him 21 is easy.
Yeah,
that's so bad.
Nah, we'll see.
It's the averages. I know they probably don't work out like exactly like if you were to actually take this list and work out as an average. I don't think it would exactly work.
No, I don't think it ever works. I don't think it ever works like that. It never works like that. Because you can have like teams that get top 4 just because of one player sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then like it just doesn't work off the average. Because like players can have bad events and then still get a good result.
No, he was the world's MVP, and I think he can play like that in LAN. But I'm just basing it off of what I've seen so far, and he's just played a really poor split.
I mean, he's also on a completely different team. Like, it's not the same team he was world's MVP on.
I mean, it pretty much is. It's just minus Draggy plus Zen. And like they're kind of similar. Nah. They are similar players in a sense.
Yeah, for what they do for each team.
Yeah, it's just Exotic's just been playing against KC. It's just like the thing I can compare it to was obviously nowhere near as good. But if you remember that split where SSG got 3 top 8s, it was just because they just played against like G2 3 times. It's just like
they played the top 2.
And it's the same thing of like they were a lot lower in the seeding, but it wasn't really because of how they played. It was just who they played against.
No, that's fair.
It's like you could get a team that's like theoretically to like skill wise top 8, but then like in Swiss they just play the top 5 best teams and they just don't make it out, and it's just unlucky. Like,
I do remember that now. That's kind of mad because they only lost to the top 2 teams in NA.
Yeah.
But
I
because they
remember-
lost the
I
top
remember-
8, they couldn't get anywhere close.
I remember the split after they got first seed,
Yeah.
which was a bit fraud. They weren't the best team in the region, but like it's just because when they weren't playing against G2 or Gen G, they were winning.
Yeah, but like this time around, Vitality's they've lost to Selechow, they've lost to Sa, and they've lost to Dignitas. Like,
Yeah.
they've been losing to teams that they really shouldn't be losing to.
Well, remember the KC team that didn't make top 32 that one time?
Yeah, but then they had like 6 months of coaching to
Yeah,
Worlds.
but just because you're not winning against, like, obviously
Unfortunately.
obviously you want to be able to beat everyone below you, but you're not gonna
It's not going to happen every time.
you're not gonna do it every single time. Like I said, regardless of who you're playing against, if you're playing against like a pro team, which you say obviously they're not like obviously like they're not like pros, like playing against good experienced players, you're gonna lose a game every now and then every now and again you're gonna lose a series.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
I agree with you, Sister. I think Rusty's is going to be really
good.
Yeah,
good way I can make an example. Like Musty beat AJ in a 1v1, but it's only because they did it 89 times.
Yeah, I seen that.
Musty beat AJ in a 1v1 only because they did it so many times, but it happens. Regardless of the skill gap, if it's not like drastically like crazy, it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, but I think Seleção and Sa are like very comparable teams, and they did lose to both of them. So it's like that is 2 losses that are bad. I don't really mind the Dig loss because Dig are actually a decent team. I don't think there's any stars on that team, but I think they're all just really good.
But to have all of Vitality top 10 while they're losing to those teams is just crazy to me.
I think it's just how you think you're going to do a major, but from what we've seen, I can understand that. We'll move on to top 3.
Sure.
So we have a couple Daniels.
Or 2 Daniels.
I honestly thought I had Daniel higher. I thought I had him in my top 5, but I completely forgot.
I mean, it's fair enough. He like Daniel's one of those players that he just always. It's kind of boring to put him anywhere because he's just like, it's Daniel, innit?
Yeah.
It's just Daniel. Like he's good. He's gonna play well.
I think he's probably my favorite NA pro.
That's
he's very good, and you look at him and he's a kid with long hair that can barely see the screen. Like
he also still looks 12.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? But he's a beast. He makes all these other people look silly, and he looks like that. I don't know. What a guy.
I would just say something that Sal said as well. I almost actually put Rettles on my list because I think he's right. I think he's really good, but like I just know it's crazy because I just want Gen G to do well. But like I think that guy is just. I think when he's playing well, it's like you don't see it, but like he has so much impact.
On your list, I would probably maybe take out. You could take out Diaz, or he'd be.
You could switch him out with anyone in like 25 to 20, and I'd be like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Take out Baseball, move everyone up and put in him, bro.
I'm putting Rose instead. No, it was a consideration, but like I don't know.
I like
know
the
how good
baseball pick. He doesn't get any love at all. But no, TRK at 3. What do you think?
I think we all have the same number 1. I think we'll all have the same number 1.
Yeah, it's kind of a boring
It'd be
pick,
crazy.
isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll have a look at number 2. Because I don't think we all agree on this. Well, I know we don't all agree.
Let's see.
A B mode.
Yep.
Beast mode, number 2, bro.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, yeah, okay. It was a bit of time ago. London Major.
Oh my days,
They
bro.
were good.
He was good. Like he was absolutely dumpstering people, and I like. And the only reason they didn't win Worlds, I think they should have won Worlds, but it was just because it was just Monkey Moon, and you can't do anything against Monkey Moon in Worlds apparently.
No, you can't.
So I mean, it's just
inevitable.
I think if it wasn't just for Monkey Moon just being Monkey Moon and managing to win Worlds, regardless of how bad his team looked the entire rest of the season, G2 probably should have won Worlds. Actually, no, they should have won World,
I
100%.
mean, it was actually just Atomic selling in the grand finals. That made them lose.
But is he on my list?
People,
Is he on my list?
That's why I
Yeah.
don't mind those too much. That's why I don't mind that a lot. Like I don't like it. Obviously, I think one of them's up there. I think, but having both, I think is a bit mad. But because you don't have Atomic, I think it's okay. I think
And
So,
I think Daniel probably could be a little bit lower. I just think I just really like Daniel. I think he's really good.
Yeah.
But like you can have him anywhere from number 1 to like number 7, and it's like yeah, sure, why not? Daniel.
And what do you think about Zen at 2, Charles?
No, I mean, having him 4th compared to 2nd is not like
No.
I'm not gonna yell at you over it.
No.
It's like I have him 4th. Like it's Zen.
I think
He's just not 23 Zen, like season 23 Zen anymore.
I think it's
But
just
still-
like the team he's on. It's not as good. Like if he was second in EU, but they've won a regional, say, you know, like KC have won 2 and Vitality won the last one, and Zen was looking really good. I think we'd all look at Zen right next to Drally. I think if they were all getting like 1-2s and they were the top 2 teams, and absolutely you couldn't split them. I think we'd be looking at them nearly the same player, and I think they've had this same kind of split. To be honest, I think they've both done the big majority working for their teams.
Yeah, they've been
But
great.
it's where they end up placing and what they've ended up looking like that's really affected where Zen is and Zen's perception. I wonder who we have at 1.
I wonder, Wait. Before you reveal it, let me just tell you guys, bro. I have, oh wait, I forgot. Never mind, bro.
Bro,
forget
bro was
what I
asking the
said.
question and forgot it as he said it. Right.
I would just say something on.
Oh, VK Zealand.
I'll say something in the chat about like OCE. Yeah, Torsos. Torsos is probably in the bottom 5 players.
Yeah, he's a crusty dog.
And I have Wildcard
we go.
making top 8. So I mean, like, yeah, that's why I have Banana Head so high. Like he is undoubtedly he might actually be worse than VK Taylor. I don't know. I don't know.
I see that.
Obviously,
VK
he looks
seems to win
good some
EU
days. He looks good some days. Like sometimes he looks good. He looks like pretty good. But that's just because he's got Banana Head. And Banana Head just
wildcard top
makes
8.
it-
They could easily get top 8. They always put the 2-2 in.
I think they do it this time. I think they do it.
They'll do it this year. I just don't know if it'll be
I
this
think what they need to do is they need to get Banana Head, put him on Chiefs. I don't know who you take off Chiefs, but you take someone off, and then that team could literally make a top 4. I don't know.
Nah, they need a. They would need a lucky run as well. I think.
Top
Yeah,
6 maybe.
oh, yeah,
They don't touch top eight.
I agree. They need a lot. They would need
Yeah,
like a
like-
really good run, but no other team is going to do it. Like OCE, no other team is going to do that.
Banana Head could be on a top 4 team. I just don't think it's
And
with
OCE
anyone in
have been
OCE
top
just now.
4.
They have been. but
OCE have been top 4 before. It was like
OCE
8 years ago, but
Yeah.
like
RLCS has never been this stacked. Never.
Yeah.
I've always had faith in OCE. I've always had faith in OCE. I think they could always do really well.
I mean, like.
Yeah, exactly. Hunter, Riziz, Banana Head. I think they'd constantly make top 8s. I think that's true.
They'd be a
Obviously,
good team.
Riziz is EU, but like
Yeah. I don't know about consistent top 8, but I think they'd make top 8 a lot. A lot.
I don't think Fiverr doesn't suck. I think you can replace anyone on that team and it works. You just need Banana Head on that team. Like, just regardless of who you switch it out for.
Fiber is very inconsistent. I agree with that.
Yeah, when Fiverr's playing well, he's like insane. He's insane.
Well, that.
I mean, look at our number 1s, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
shock horror.
Yeah, it's just Drawley in it. Like
Yeah, it has to be.
Fork
Just so good.
found in kitchen. Drawley number 1. Like
Yeah.
Did anyone
Well
watch the 1v1 thing between Moxie and Jolly?
Oh, yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
He went for the air
Wait.
double bump, hit it,
Yeah, and he did
and
the
he
reaction.
didn't die.
Reaction, yeah.
He was like this.
Yeah, the action in the camera, bro.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
I would be like that too, by the way. Moxie is a fucking rat to play. But he's so good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
And Moxie should like. Moxie, if he put like just a little bit of time with threes, he'd probably be really good at it. I don't know. I think he just only wants to play ones, which I don't understand. But like, you know what?
Well, now that there's
Sure.
a RLCS 1v1, he's never.
I
Going
guess it paid off actually. Yeah, I guess the commitment. What he just knew that eventually it would happen.
Yeah, Moxie's definitely.
Yeah, he should.
Destroying Jan.
There's the back of my mind where like if Jan just aerial, the best aerial plays you've ever seen.
I low key think Jan's winning it.
This is the quadruple edgeable bump on every single play, bro. Get his teammates in the lobby to edgeable bump.
People play different on LAN. Like if Jan just decides to like Sam and probably Mina are the only regions that don't play different. Like they play the same fucking all out offense, and defense is an afterthought. And if Jan manages to hit on those shots, there's no reason why he can't. But if you're looking like who should win, it should be Moxie, absolutely. But I think there's the peak of Jan that would just win. But I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Guess we'll find out that.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Thank you, Charles, for being here. Thank you, Fall. I appreciate you joining me for this one. That has been the top 25 players list. I will see you all at BirmingLAN. I'll see
you. Getting beat up. You're getting beat up in 2 days.
Bro, you don't want to
beat.
Scrap outside Birmingham. Come on.
You're right. I'll send you the BMP.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This isn't going to be the end of the stream. This is the end of the video. Like, subscribe, comment what you thought, and tell me why Fall was wrong.
Okay.
And tell me why mine was really good.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you for watching, guys. Bye-bye.